Good evening, everybody. We have another presentation from Isaac. He's here showing us another guitar today. Isaac.
How's it going? So this is the end product of a project that I've been working on since about January. This is the front of the guitar case. You can see it's pretty custom. It's got a couple different handles. It's got a drag handle here with some casters on the bottom. Yeah, I had wrapped the whole thing in canvas and decided to try a little bit of artwork. Here's my sunset on the front. All right, so here is the back side of the case here, or the underside. I didn't necessarily know exactly what to do, so I just kind of combined all of the colors I was using for the front. Since I was kind of going with a beach or surfing theme, inspired by Fort Myers Beach in Florida, I decided to go with some Beach Boys lyrics all about surfing. You can see a couple of different songs used in the lyrics here, but yeah, so that is the outside of the case and the inspiration for all of that. All right, so let's open this baby up. Here's the latch. Open that up. And so really quick, you can see it's not necessarily too ordinary. I tried to go with the sunset kind of vibe on the inside of the case. I've got the sunset here on the top, and I've got the water below, and then underneath each of these are sandbars or little islands. Really went all out with the whole beach theme with this one. This is kind of the final product of a bunch of other works that I had done in the past. Usually I would modify guitars. I can't help myself. I always have to be modding stuff. I usually used to like redo the paint job, or like change the bridge, or like maybe little parts here and there. This was what separates this one from kind of my other builds is that this one is 100% fully custom. I mean, even down to some of the screws, I got different screws with just like wider threads on them. I mean, that's kind of beside the point, but like custom bridge, custom pickups, custom neck, custom tuners, custom knobs, custom everything. So
Okay.
this is 100% me in this guitar here.
That's Isaac Stingler's guitar right there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
So everybody, it's been a while since the YouTube audience has seen you.
Hello again. Missed you guys.
Yeah. So what has Isaac been up to the last couple of months?
The last couple of months have been pretty interesting. I've just been kind of bouncing around a little bit musically. I had an original band, Autoincorrect. We ended up kind of having, what's the best way I can say this? Creative differences. But it was a good time for 4 or 5 strangers that completely met each other and didn't know anything about each other to make it 2.5 years. I'd say that's pretty cool. We got an EP and got to play for a couple thousand people at one time. So past couple of months have been very interesting as well. I'm not sure if many of you know, but I have been kind of in recovery for figuring out how to cope with borderline personality disorder. So I'm going through a program called DBT. It's a dialectical behavioral therapy. And it's basically kind of like a training course on how to cope with an overreactive brain. But that's been going really good. I'm still a shining star in the class. I mean, nothing's graded, but I've been having a good time and practicing lots of skills out of that. And it's given me the patience to build this thing.
Okay, and here's another interesting question.
Yeah.
How has music helped you with your DBT therapy?
Sure. Is this still recording?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Through the course of my own recovery, it's been very interesting to be drawn to different music genres. And what I mean by that is like I've always been like a totally classic rocker. AC/DC and Guns N' Roses were always my thing. I mean, and I was also a 90s baby, so it was primarily 80s rock and 90s pop punk. I've always listened to a bunch of different genres, but those were kind of my two main. And, I think over the course of recovery, I have grown a stronger pull to like heavier music with, have harsher vocals and things like that. And before I used to be kind of turned away from it. I thought it sounded ugly, that kind of thing. But I guess, I've hit a couple of mindsets or, headspaces to where those lyrics and that intensity clicked with me, and I understood it. Sometimes you have to be there to really know what they're talking about. So that's been interesting along the way. I don't know. I mean, not just like heavy metal. I've also, weirdly enough, gotten really big into Doja Cat. I know she's like super poppy, but like she's always got really good feel good music. So I'll listen to that too. It depends on the mood.
Um, I'm a big fan of Marshmello.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
The techno guy.
Yeah, yep.
I like him.
Yeah. Yeah, he's written some really good hooks in the past for sure. I know I used to be like super into Skrillex. I'm not sure exactly what he's up to anymore, but yeah, I listen to him a lot.
And you shared with me around the beginning of the year via messaging that you have some other big news.
Oh, yes.
Would you like to tell the world what other big news you have?
Yeah. So at the very, very beginning of this year, probably about 1 minute into this year, I had proposed to my now fiance, Hannah, who is a very good worker PCA for Chris here. And it was pretty interesting because, we had known each other for a while, and then, 4.5 years ago, I had asked her out at a hairball concert over at the Medina Ballroom. Like, without even knowing it, she had actually, well, Hannah, for this last Christmas, before New Year's, she had given me a gift that has the coordinates and the date of the Medina Ballroom and the date when I had asked her out. And she had no idea that, like, I was actually planning on proposing at the end of the year. And it was just a totally perfect storybook kind of thing. All the planets lined up. I was able to go see Hairball on New Year's this last year. So it all came full circle. And then, yeah, right at the stroke of midnight, gave her a hug, kissed her, and then I was like, oh, you've waited long enough, and then proposed.
Then you knelt down on one knee and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she jumped over her scooter at the time and almost tackled me, but it was totally worth it.
Now, how has Hannah, because I'm sure Hannah's been instrumental in your recovery from your personality things, how has Hannah helped you with that?
Oh, well, number one, putting up with a lot of things from me, with borderline personality disorder, I basically live in a fight or flight adrenalized mindset a lot. And it can make me a little bit hard to handle or deal with sometimes, but she's always been super strong and always been like the best at taking me down from any level of frustration or confusion or anger or anything like that. She's with people with borderline personality disorder, they have what's called a favorite person, and it's just kind of somebody that they kind of put all of their trust and love into, Hannah quickly became that person, even if I don't say a word to her, or if she doesn't say a word to me, like, just being with her will immediately calm me down. I don't know if it's a mystery of the universe or what, but it just works.
And for those of you who don't know, this is Cruiser Chris, and I'm going to be really honest and open with everybody because that's what I believe in doing here on the channel. I have anxiety as well. So, though it's not the same things that Isaac deals with, it could be very similar.
Oh, absolutely.
So, I have the favorite people that I've talked to, and they just really help me. And
and like it's awesome receiving like the love and respect from everybody. Like I'm sure you have a lot of people that are like, yeah, feel free to talk to me. If you ever need anybody or anything like that. But I don't know. I mean, like, I respect all of those kinds of messages, but there's only maybe a couple of like one or two people that I normally go to. Yeah.
And part of the reason why I let Isaac talk to me is because I'm very good at helping other people through their problems.
Yeah.
Although I do have a bit of my own problems that I have trouble going through. So I have Isaac to talk to, along with Hannah back there. And they really kind of just keep me on an even track. And, I'm sure I'd be going to my mom and my brother, and they want me to be more independent. So that's kind of who I choose to be open to.
Yeah. I totally feel the exact same way, and like I really appreciate the fact that you do trust Hannah and I to be people to talk to. Like, because I totally trust you just the same.
Yeah.
But no, I totally understand it. Sometimes we sometimes we don't need to know what to do. Sometimes we just need our emotions justified.
Yep.
Yeah. So we don't constantly think we're crazy.
There have been many sleepless nights lately, wondering where the world is.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I feel like 2020 as a whole was kind of like popping a balloon in the middle of a room full of cats. Like, I feel like it's just nobody was ready for anything from that year.
And we're still recovering.
Exactly. But, it's dang, I wish I could remember the artist because I would quote her, but like, we're all in this together. But anyways,
talk to us about the guitar there.
Yeah, for sure. I'll just run over some of the specs with you. Some of my favorite things about the guitar. So first off, I've got the Fender locking tuners, and then like the custom tuning pegs here. I really like that addition. That was kind of like a last second addition, but it really kind of ties this side of the guitar together with this side, something art. But anyways, the neck here, this one is a roasted maple with a Pal Faro fretboard. No particular reason that I wanted to get it other than it just looked really nice. And the inlays here, this kind of matched the whole beach theme that I kind of wanted to go with. But anyways, so the body is really the only original part from the Travelcaster that I kept. That was the whole reason I bought the guitar, was for the body. A couple other quick things. So I'm sure you're probably wondering about this knob. This thing is just here so that it kind of like makes this part level so it can like sit on the floor. That's really the only reason I put that there, and I grabbed the frosted glass so it kind of looked like ocean glass. The bridge here, this is a Vega Trem. This is made for the Strat style bodies, and it is fully floating. I did test and make sure this time. This is the lineup that I'm going with, and I also really liked the aesthetic from like one row of dots to two rows of dots to two bars. It's just kind of like a power-up strip. Feels good. Rock and roll stuff. And then lastly, this little thing here, this is also custom. On the original Travelcaster, this is a different bridge, but it does hang off of the body. And it's a little bit weird, just at least to my eyes. I wanted something to kind of like finish and round off the guitar, so I just grabbed a drawer handle actually, just to go over that and kind of make it look protected a little bit more. Just kind of rounds off the whole look. But yeah, yeah, that's pretty much all of it for this guitar here.
Okay.
So I'll show you guys really quick. I've just got this Black Star Fly 3 amp here. I think this is a super solid amplifier for just kind of being one of those little battery powered ones. But anyways, here is the neck pickup. This was that Seymour Duncan Retro Surfer. Here's that blues tone I was talking about. Let's see here. Are we all set to go? Yes. Yep, and then I will put it to the third position here on the switch so you can hear the JB Junior. This one's going to be a softer tone. And then down here on the bridge, this is going to be this first pickup here. This is the Hot Rails. You can hear it's got a stronger distortion and rock tone to it. And so yeah, that's the power of the pickups there.
Okay, that's cool. Have you been writing music lately still?
A bit. I've got a couple of different little riffs here. I've got kind of like a rock one that I thought maybe I would use for like sound check for live shows and stuff, just to sound check the guitar. It's basically and it's basically that, but you can like add little variances to it. It leaves it wide open for like harmonics, so you can do stuff like this. And so that's kind of like a rock riff that I've got. And then I've got another like more metal style riff. And this has kind of got a little bit of influence from some of the modern metal I've been listening to. So some of that more menacing tones, tritones type stuff.
Kind of like a tone battle of some sort.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Now you mentioned that you're doing sound checks. Are you still playing with a band?
Yes. As of currently, after Auto Incorrect had fallen through, I went back to my home base band, Rock Gods. They've always been there for me, very supportive. And I'm really good at that style of music. And I know I've got a lot of miles left in performing. So yeah, I'm gonna live it up.
What does Rock Gods do compared to what you guys did?
Sure.
In Auto Incorrect.
So Auto Incorrect, we were an original band that was based with rock, the rock genre, but we would take influences from everything. Like we of course wrote like an 80s rock ballad, and then we also had like a ska song, like a heavy metal song, and I don't know, acoustic stuff as well. We made like a country metal song. That one was pretty good. That was borderline. Yeah, so we were very original based in Auto Incorrect. And then Rock Gods, they are like a really solid tribute to the 80s band. They'll play AC/DC, Bon Jovi, Cinderella, Dokken, just going down the alphabet here. But everything in between, A to Z, I mean...
Eddie Money. For E.
I think so. Yeah. I think, yeah, we've done Take Me Home Tonight.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just was continuing with your...
Yeah, right?
Alphabetical.
You know? Yeah, like Foghat, Guns N' Roses, Hessler, you hairball. But yeah, all the way down to ZZ Top. Like, yeah, they're a really solid band. Very professional, well put together. Yeah, not a lot of chaos aside from the normal running around with your head cut off until everything is set up chaos, but that's normal.
But that's what Hannah's there for.
Yep.
To help with the setup.
Throw all the cables at her.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So, Isaac is going to be coming on to work with us here at the Cruiser Chris World Network to help with video editing eventually when he gets all of his personal things figured out. And so look for some higher quality videos in the coming months. Not that...
I was gonna say you do great videos, man.
not that the videos we do now are not high quality, but they'll be even higher quality, and we might have Isaac do some background music for him.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, always a pleasure being on your show, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. And we'll have you back again.
All right.
And we'll talk about maybe introducing other members of the Rock Gods band if they are maybe wanting to.
That'd be
come
cool.
on the show.
Yeah, I have been thinking about talking to Sam about maybe like another promo video or some kind of thing. You know, like Rock Gods is back, baby.
Or maybe I could come and like record parts of the video or watch you as you're filming parts of the video or something like that. I don't know.
That'd be awesome.
That would be a lot of logistical work, but I'm sure we could do it. But that might come with...
I think it could work out really good.
In the coming months. So, anything else you would like to say, Isaac?
Once again, thanks for having me on your show. I'm glad that I was able to kind of show this thing off. I am very proud of it. Yeah, always a pleasure, man.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure to have you here with us and to look forward to our journeys along in the future. So
yeah. All right, good to see you guys again. It's been great.
Is Rock Gods doing any live shows right now, or not really?
Yeah. So there's a couple coming up in May at Max's in Ham Lake, Minnesota. It's gonna be May 6th, that's a Friday night, and then I know...
Day after Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
And 2 days after 2 days after Star Wars Day.
Yes. The 4th. And I know there is also a May 28th show. I'm having a lead singer moment and not remembering the location at the moment, but yes, May 28th and May 6th.
It's not in Anoka, is it?
I'm not sure. It very well could be.
At Searams. You guys like to... Do they still play Searams?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, good.
Yep. Yeah, I'm still kind of catching up with like Rock Gods and everything. You know, I was kind of out for like 2 years or so. But, nah, coming back and...
You were finding yourself.
I was.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I had written a fair amount of original material and I was just like, let's give it a shot. And... God bless Minnesota, but the local original music scene is dead. Thanks, but no thanks. It's been a pleasure, but see you later, you know?
Yeah. And the current situation that we are still in.
Yeah.
Is a big contributor to that.
Oh, yeah.
I think.
Yep. Yeah. But it's gonna level itself out. But yeah, the cover scene is still going strong. Still lots of fans and love there. And I'm excited to come back.
So it's kind of like a recovery for you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You know, I feel like leaving Rock Gods for that bit was a little bit of a learning experience to me. Because like I've had a couple of strokes of luck in my music career. like getting into serious bands and, you know, being able to go as far as I have. And it all happened so fast and was pretty seamless that I really didn't know what I had at the time. So when I tried the original route, and, you know, tried the whole doing everything on my own kind of thing, I had to step outside of Rock Gods to realize, like, how serious and professional of a band they are. So it is nice going back to that. There's no extra chaos or unnecessary chaos or stress to think about at shows anymore.
Yeah, because you don't have to be the leader of everything.
Yes.
So.
Yes. And yeah, amongst other things.
Okay. Well, yeah, dude, does Rock Gods have a website that they can go and check out?
Yeah, you can definitely check out rockgodslive.com or else on Facebook, Rock Gods Band. It's going to be the big bold letters, and we got our photo up there. We've got events and photos and bios, all of that good stuff.
Okay.
Yep. If you want any merch, you're going to have to come out to our show and then get it there.
They don't have an online store or nothing?
Nope.
Not yet.
Not yet. We could. Pretty cool.
I'm sure you could.
We can make some like really weird Rock God stuff. Like instead of koozies and shirts, like, I don't know, make little figurines. I think an action figure would be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. Okay, guys, well, we're going to let Isaac get back to doing what he was doing. Not that he was really doing anything.
I'm a singer, you know, we just lay around and look good. Except I can only do one of those things.
Yeah. So, for now, this is the Cruiser Chris World Network signing off, and catch you in the next video.
Yeah. Have a good day.